It's hard to describe a product where the consumer can't see that product. So they can see the results of the product, but not the product itself. So what is it that Nvidia makes?
We are the world's largest visual computing company. In the vast majority of the greatest consumer devices around, whether it's game consoles or the best PCs or workstations or projector televisions or whatever it happens to be, if you're seeing some amazing pixels behind you, some amazing visual imagery, it's very, very likely that we either contributed to the creation of that content or we're contributing to the delivery of that content. In your computer, there are all kinds of chips. There's a CPU, there's some networking chips. The chip that we build is called the GPU.
Which stands for?
The graphics processing unit. The graphics processing unit does all of the visual processing that your eyes ultimately see.
Let's talk about your non-PC consumer business, which analysts predict is going to go from 6% of revenues to 20% of revenues in a relatively short period of time. The number one topic on everyone's mind is the tablet, but that's not the only device that you're interested in, so talk about those if you would.
There are several devices that we're working on. Tablets, smartphones, media players, and entertainment systems for cars, info systems for cars. We have projects going on all four fronts. The two that are likely to be the highest volume and the largest revenue drivers will likely be smartphones and tablets. And the brand and the processor that we offer to the world is called Tegra. Tegra is a little tiny chip. It consumes 20 to 50 times less power than a PC. And it gives you the full high-definition internet experience. It runs Flash perfectly. It runs Flash better than my PC. It streams high-definition video. It plays video games. It's almost incomprehensible what this processor can do.
Have a step back. So is Tegra out already?
Tegra we announced, and the second generation Tegra we've announced, but we haven't shipped any products based on it yet.
So will they be in the iPad?
No.
Will they be in any Apple products?
No.
Then they'll be in what?
They'll be in devices from everyone else.
Let's talk about money for a moment. So the company's worth about $9 billion. Your revenues are in the range of $4 billion. You've grown much faster than the industry, much faster than Intel, for example. Yet you're about half as profitable as Intel is on a gross margin basis. Why is that?
You know, first of all, you get comparing us to Intel is difficult because, let's face it, Intel is a dominant force in the industry.
A dominant force, some would say a monopolist.
Well, yeah, a very, very strong company, and we believe a monopolist, but at least a dominant force. When you could dictate how much profits your customers deserve by carving out the profits first for yourself in the PC industry, that's a privileged position, and I think that a position that, frankly, nobody has and very few companies have ever had in any industry. And so I think comparing us to Intel is difficult from that perspective. It's also nice to be compared to Intel because I think most everybody realizes that we are the world leader in visual computing, and so they expect us to have the type of gross margins and the type of profitability that Intel has.